I mean, Mamdani is a charismatic swindler. I mean, you got to hand it to him. Like he can light up a stage, but he has just been a swindler his entire life, I think he's likely to win. He's likely to be mayor of New York City.
Very likely.
Yeah, very likely.
I think Polymarket has it at what? What is the 94%?
Yeah, that sounds pretty likely.
That's crazy.
Like I'm not sure who the 6% are. So that's.
Well, it's also like who's on the other side? The fucking guardian angel guy with the beret, and Andrew Cuomo, who doesn't even have a party. Like the Democrats don't even want him. So you have those two options. And then you have the young kids who are like, finally, socialism.
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about, obviously. So, like you just look at this: how many boats come from Cuba to Florida, and how many boats? Because there's like a constant. I always think like how many boats are accumulating on the shores of Florida coming from Cuba.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of free boats that you could, if you want to, go take them back to Cuba. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
But for some reason, people don't do that. Why are the boats only coming in this direction?
Well, who are the most rabid capitalists in America? The fucking Cubans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're like, we've seen how this story goes.
We do not want exactly.
Yeah, fuck off. They don't want the Cubans in Miami. They don't want to hear any bullshit. They don't want to hear any socialism bullshit. They're like, no. We know what this actually is. This isn't just some fucking dream.
Yeah, it's extreme government oppression.
Yeah. That's what it always is.
It's a nightmare. And like, an obvious way you can tell which ideology is the bad one is which ideology is building a wall to keep people in and prevent them from escaping.
Right.
Like, so East Berlin built the wall, not West Berlin.
Right.
They built the wall because people were trying to escape from communism to West Berlin. But there wasn't anyone going from West Berlin to East Berlin.
Right.
That's why the communists had to build a wall to keep people from escaping.
They're going to have to build a wall around New York City.
Yeah. So
when you say this guy's a
kind of an obvious
charismatic swindler,
that an ideology is problematic if that ideology has to build a wall to keep people in with machine guns.
Yes.
And shoot you if you try to leave.
Also, there's no examples of it being successful ever. We're working out for people. No, there's examples of a bunch of lies, like North Korea, give the land to the state, we'll be in control of food, no one goes hungry. No, now no one can grow food but the government, and we'll tell you exactly what you eat, and you eat very little.
Right.
Yeah. When you say Mamdani's a swindler, I know he has a bunch of fake accents that he used to use.
Yeah.
And, but what else has he done that makes him a swindler?
Well, I guess if you say if you say to any audience whatever that audience wants to hear, instead of having a consistent message, I would say that is a swindly thing to do. Yeah, but he is charismatic.
Yeah, good-looking guy, smart, charismatic.
Yeah,
great on a microphone.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
what the young people want to see, like this ethnic guy who's young and vibrant and has all these socialist ideas, aligns with them, and they're a bunch of broke dorks just out of college. Like, yay, let's vote for this, and there's a lot of them. And they're activated. They're motivated.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens here.
What do you think happens if he wins? Because 1% of New York City is responsible for 50% of their tax base, which is kind of nuts. 50% of the tax revenue comes from 1% of the population, and those are the people that you're scaring off. You lose one half of 1%.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully the stuff he's said, about government takeovers of like that all the stores should be the government, basically.
Well, I don't think he said that. I think he said they want to do government supermarkets, some state-run or city-run supermarkets.
Yeah. Well, it just the government is the DMV at scale. So you have to say, like, do you want the DMV running your supermarket?
Right.
Was your last experience at the DMV amazing? And if it wasn't, you probably don't want the government doing things.
Imagine if they were responsible for getting you blueberries.
Yeah. It's not going to be good. I mean, the thing about communism is it was all bread lines and bad shoes. Do you want ugly shoes and bread lines? Because that's what communism gets you.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens and whether or not they snap out of it and overcorrect and go to some Rudy Giuliani type character next. Because it's been a long time since there was any sort of Republican leader there.
And we live in the most interesting of times, because we face simultaneously face civilizational decline and incredible prosperity, and these timelines are interwoven. So if Mamdani's policies are put into place, especially at scale, it would be a catastrophic decline in living standards, not just for the rich, but for everyone, as has been the case with every socialist experiment, But then, as you pointed out, the irony is that the ultimate capitalist thing of AI and robotics enabling prosperity for all and an abundance of goods and services, actually the capitalist implementation of AI and robotics, assuming it goes down the good path, is actually what results in the communist utopia. Because Fate is an irony maximizer.
Right, and an actual socialism of maximum abundance, of high income people.
Universal high income.
Yeah.
Like the problem with communism is its universal low income. It's not that everyone gets elevated; it's that everyone gets oppressed, except for a very small minority of politicians who live lives of luxury. That's what's happening every time it's been done.
Yeah.
But then the the actual communist utopia, if everyone gets anything they want, will be achieved. If it is achieved, it will be achieved via capitalism. Because Fate is an irony maximizer.
I feel like we should probably end it on that. Is there anything else?
The most ironic outcome is the most likely, especially if entertaining.